What's going on YouTube? This is iTalk.
You're broken. I don't want to play with you anymore.
Here, and in today's video, we have a brand new video. So today, we're talking about the turbo build changes again because that's really the only important thing that's going on with Fortnite right now. Like, yeah, we have the Borderlands thing going on, which is really awesome, and I'm very happy that we have it. The whole thing with turbo build is really splitting the community apart right now. It seems like every week this season has been dividing the community more and more. Like, first the mechs were really annoying, and then we got this. So who knows what else they'll do like next week or the next 2 weeks. Like, I don't know. But anyway, I wanted to talk about this again because Fortnite actually responded, surprisingly, because like I said, revert turbo building was #1 on Twitter. So they tweeted out yesterday saying, dive into our turbo build changes blog to find out more context as to why we made this change and information on plans for our next steps. So it's actually kind of a decent amount that they write here. They didn't even say hey folks, but anyway, they said we wanted to drop in and provide some context for the changes to the turbo build timer. They said what changed in version 10.2. They said we've returned the time between the subsequent turbo build placements from 0.05 to 0.15 seconds in version 10.2. This was the value used up till version 4.3. Yes, all the way back in season 4, this is how building was, and then they changed it in the third update for season 4. Then they said why change turbo build? They said we do so as a first step addressing several problems. Rapid turbo building favors players with low ping in disproportionate ways, taking walls or racing with other players to take a wall before them. Turtling, continually rebuilding a wall that is taking damage. Turtling disproportionately favors defender, e.g. holding mouse button versus squad shooting at 1x1. Building piece placement accuracy, easy to accidentally place multiple pieces at once. Spam building, easy to spam build. We want building to be a little bit more deliberate. They said what we don't want to dramatically impact, and they said how responsive building feels, which I can safely tell you building feels a lot more off, so they've already kind of done that. The ability to perform 90s or rapidly gaining high ground by building up within single tile, which again feels terrible now. It's really hard to do them now. And the ability to waterfall or building wall pieces to support while falling down. Again, this doesn't feel right either. The whole building mechanic of your building battle royale feels completely off right now. They said we're working to implement the following further changes and we'll update you on social channels once they're live. They said they're going to replace initial building and turbo building delay with rate of fire logic. First placement is instantaneous. No way to build faster than a building piece every 0.15 seconds. Note by itself, this doesn't address defensive agency of turtling, low ping benefit. Enforce rate of fire for contested pieces. If a building piece is destroyed, server waits 0.15 seconds before allowing rebuild. Players attempting to rebuild the destroyed piece during that 0.15 seconds are added to a list. There are several potential ways to pick the winner we're exploring. Coin flip between player not currently owning the building piece. Coin flip between everyone trying to build. Favorite person currently owning building piece. At end of delay, place building piece, ensures that building piece replacement taking walls is not ping sensitive, ensures a minimum time between a wall being destroyed and replaced. So they're really trying to work on this, but here's my main problem with this entire thing. Why would you push out an update that you knew wasn't ready yet? Like, you're saying these are going to be the next steps for it, but like, why not just wait until you get this correct and then push it out? Why don't they have enough beta testers like testing this out before pushing it to the live game? Like I said, a lot of people on Twitter are not happy about it, myself included. As a casual player, as someone that is terrible at the game, I don't like this change either. Like, I think this change is meant for people that are newer to the game to get a little bit like accustomed to a slower pace of building and then progressively get a little bit faster with it. But the problem is that it's affecting everybody, not even just the pro players. It's affecting the newer players as well, and it's really bad. And now people are all landing in Tilted Town now because there's just no building to begin with there, and they would rather not build. I wanted to go over a few responses from the community that like just pretty much proves my point that Fortnite needs to test these things before just pushing them out to live servers, because you're just gonna piss off your community this way. Building is such a piece of the puzzle for Fortnite. It's literally building to win the game. It's literally what their main gimmick is for this game. The reason why I'm so frustrated with this is that you had people practice for like over a year with this new change just to revert it back. This is exactly why no one liked the siphon removal. This is the exact same reason. You give people something awesome. You give people turbo build, which is awesome. And then you just take it away from everyone. And it's frustrating. You kill off your loyal player base, your most loyal player base. You kill them off because of, again, your philosophy, I guess. Again, I understand you want the turtling thing to stop and the ping thing to not be so dependent on it. That's totally fine, but this is not the way to do it. So I'm just scrolling through like the front page of the Fortnite BR subreddit, and one of the first things I saw was this picture saying this is literally the most toxic community to ever exist. That's not even the point here. People are very vocal about what they want for their game. They don't want to see their favorite game that they've been practicing all their life for to possibly become professional at to die because of really stupid decisions by Fortnite's part here. So I wouldn't really call this community toxic for that reason, but yeah, I mean, everyone can be a little bit rude to each other about whatever, but because we want something to be reverted back, that doesn't necessarily make us toxic. Now, setting threats to people, that is extremely toxic, and I never recommend anyone to do that. I'm just saying, Fortnite needs to listen to constructive criticism from the community if they ever want their game to really fully thrive, because like I said, your top influencers are playing other games. People are playing Overwatch again, World of Warcraft Classic. People are playing Minecraft. Minecraft is taking over Fortnite because Fortnite refuses to listen to their community. Even if it's the vocal minority on Twitter, they're still some of the most influential people that play your game. So why wouldn't you just take their opinion into account at all? So this tweet from Speedy says, a better solution would have been to leave turbo build at 0.05 and make first placement instant. It was 0.05 before. That way people up to 49 ping have a chance to take wall, not just 0 pingers. Right there. Why couldn't they have done this before they pushed this out? I don't understand why they're so quick to fire on making such a game-changing update without actually testing it with other people first. Like, people like Speedy knows what's best for the game. There's really good people like Jarian who knows what makes this game really good and really fluent. Here's something that Poach said on Twitter. He said, the reason Fortnite gained popularity and was fun from the start was because of how responsive and polished the game felt. This patch makes the game feel clunky. People aren't going to play the game if it stays like this. There are other ways to fix ping reliance. This isn't. Like I said, with what Speedy said, I think that's a great idea. Here's this one Reddit post saying, imagine if we had these tests before updates again. From season 2, they had a shooting test mode where it says this alternative gameplay tests modifies weapon accuracy for more precise aim, but it literally could be for any future updates. They can have this as like a test server. This game is literally in beta. Why can't they have this? Because if we had people testing it that way, it would really make it so Fortnite could actually have some changes in place instead of just pushing it out and expect everyone to be okay with it. And then lastly, Ninja said on Twitter, Fortnite nerfs mech to where they need to be. 3 days later, they nerf building and make mechs just as OP as before. Great logic. I'm done talking about this subject. I really don't want to talk about it anymore. I want the game to be fun again. It's so benign that Fortnite is doing this to us. I don't know what to say. The game doesn't feel fun for me anymore, and I don't know why they're doing this. I know they're trying to appeal to the newer player base, but this is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. This is not the way to do it. I'm very frustrated. I'm gonna go play some Crash Nitro Fueled because they just added Spire to that, and I'm super excited to play it. So hopefully you guys enjoyed my commentary. If you did, let me know with a like, but only if you enjoyed the content. Subscribe to the channel if you're brand new, and turn on that bell just to get all my latest uploads, and comment down below. What are your thoughts on everything I talked about today? Are you still playing Fortnite? I saw some comments from last video saying people are still playing it. It's just that they're not enjoying it and they're just trying to adapt to these changes. I just hope Fortnite takes some of our criticism to heart because this is not the way to do things. Follow me on Twitter at ITalkFortnite. Follow me on Instagram, ICanTalkFortnite. Join our new Discord. If you would like to use me for support a creator, my code is ITalkFortnite. Again, thank you all that still support me in the item shop and through the Epic Games Store. It really does help me out a lot. And thank you guys so much for watching. I'll catch you all later. See ya.